I've got Zach Heckendorf in the house. He's one of my favorite artists on the planet. He's staying with us this week because he has a show at Cit Winery this Friday, on St. Patrick's Day at Cit Winery downtown. And I encourage people to send in questions to ask Zach. He was booked in our very first year of our festival, and people still ask to have him back. So Zach, if you're okay, I've got some questions for you that people have written in. Question, do you like playing outdoor music festivals, or would you prefer to play inside a quiet listening show?
I love playing outdoor music fests. It's one of my favorite experiences as an artist.
Next, if you do play on an outdoor festival stage, how is that different than playing in an inside room? Like, how is it different for the artist and your show?
The music festivals are different from the listening rooms because you have a whole bunch of people there who might not know your music, so you got to play the hits and make it big and make it fun.
Can you feel the different audiences as you tour the country in different cities? Do the audiences feel different or the same?
You can definitely feel the difference in audiences in different cities. Each town has its own culture, and that definitely is felt by the artist when you're performing.
When you play with your band live, how much do you change it up versus sticking to the song the way it was written?
When I play with my band live, I'd say we stick pretty firmly to the main structure of the song, but there is a lot of room for new sections and extending sections and solos. So I'd say it's a mix. Some songs are you're sticking to the record, and then some songs you can be more adventurous.
You're such an unbelievable introspective thinker and songwriter. How can you then get up on stage and be a performer?
Every artist I know is in that dance between introspection and performance. And for me, it's important to know that I can kind of step into a little bit of a character when I'm performing. And some advice I got recently was whatever problems you have before your show, they go away. They stop once you step onto the stage. And I think that's really good advice. Like, you don't need to be in too introspective of a place when you're performing. I think it's more about sharing the music and being with the audience, and it's important to not be too much in your head.
Are you happiest in the recording studio making a perfect song, or live on stage changing it up?
I'd say most artists are happiest in the studio, and I'm no different. It's you get to be really close to your creations, and you're really, you're in the lab. But performance has its own highs too, and it's amazing it's a privilege to be able to take what you made in the studio and then present it to people who are with open ears.
What do you do in your spare time, if you have any? Like, what does a perfect free Saturday look like for Zach Heckendorf?
A perfect Saturday to me looks like waking up, working out, having my coffee, reading, journaling, and then probably getting some Thai food because that's my favorite cuisine. And then I kind of like to let the day open itself up however it wants to. I'm a big fan of parks. There's a big park called Percy Warner in Nashville that I've been going to a lot frequently. So, and then making a steak would be really nice. A steak, and then getting some ice cream. That's a perfect Saturday for Zach.
You grew up in Denver, but you've lived in New York City, LA, and Nashville. Do you have to change to live in those diverse places?
Absolutely. I think each city has its own culture and brings out different parts of me, so I learn a lot about myself by moving and integrating myself into new cities.